everybody, this is John Cato, 30-minute trading. Just want to talk to you about the strength meter, FX strength meter that I developed. I really like this and I think it will help you a lot, so it's worth talking about this properly. This is the FX strength meter in here. You can see there's various other things I've got on the go. Some of these are in the lab as it were, but the FX strength meter, bring that across and just drop it on. It's got a whole load of settings you can set down here. By default it goes for the hourly strength, but you can change that, and it also has settings for what are good values for the bull bear butterfly and the BBB and you can also change its position setting down here. So let's just come to that, add it on, and you can see it's coming on here, but you can't see it very well in that particular zone because of the way the chart is laid out on here. So what I tend to do is drag that down a bit, so you can drag it down. Now you can see what's going on, and you can also change time frames and stuff. We're looking at the hourly here for the strength meter. That's 60 or 60 minutes, and you can change that to anything you like, which I will do shortly. But first let's just talk about the strength meter in principle. The strength meter is working out the strength of the following currencies. First the Aussie dollar, then the CAD, then the euro, then the pound, then the yen, then the dollar. So that's the different assets that it's working out the strength for. Now on any given row it shows what the BBBR is for any given asset, right? So here we are, the Aussie dollar asset. So the Aussie CAD is a -15. The Aussie euro is a -8. The Aussie pound is a -13. The Aussie yen is a -12, and the Aussie dollar is a -14.9. When it's in red, it's clearly bear. When it's in green, it's clearly bull, and when it's yellow, it's undecided. It's in that undecided zone that we've talked about before. Now you can clearly see that the Aussie is bear across all of the currencies, so this must make it a favorite, either a favorite short or a favorite to revert to a mean. It depends on your take of trading style, but everything that I understand leads me to believe that generally trading with the current trend is the wise thing to do. People make more money and it goes further trading with the trend than trading for some kind of reversion to mean or trading against the trend. So bear that in mind. It's your own trading style, however you choose to do it, and it's up to you. So I take all of those numbers and I create the average of all of those numbers, and the average for the Aussie is this number here, the -12.7. so that clearly says the Aussie is bear. So quickly looking down this list here, you can see that the dollar is strong because it's green and it's 7.3, and the Aussie is weak because it's -12.7, and the euro is weak as well. You can also see that we're talking about the 60-minute, you can also see that from a 60-minute point of view, the pound in relationship to the yen in terms of strength across all the currencies is more or less the same. But that doesn't mean they're the same altogether. You can pinpoint things in here. For example, the pound against the Aussie is very bullish. The pound against the euro is pretty bullish. Okay? But against the CAD, against the pound itself is 0, because that's the 0 range. Across the yen is slightly bearish, and against the dollar is slightly bearish. So if I'm looking for a trade on that on the 1 hour chart, I would not be looking for a trade against the dollar at the moment. I'd be waiting for something else to happen. But I would be trading long against the euro or long against the Aussie. With the dollar, I'm looking to trade it long against the Aussie. Now you know that it's not the dollar Aussie is not the symbol is the Aussie dollar, so you'd be looking to trade the Aussie dollar, this one here. Alright, and then looking here, the dollar is strong against the euro, so it's a euro dollar trade is what you're looking for. From the rest of them, on the dollar, we don't care at the moment, so those are just the two we want to trade. And essentially that's it. The yen, look, 12 and 8 here, both in green, so we're looking for the Aussie yen and the euro yen. Okay, so that's the euro yen there, minus 8.3, bearish. That's essentially what you're looking for. Now let's have a look at any one of these. We'll just take something euro yen. Why don't we look at euro yen and see? We've got a minus 8 on the euro yen. So down here we've got, where's the euro yen? There's the euro yen. We can just bring that out, and here we are on the 30-minute. We're talking about the 1 hour, but immediately it pinpoints that this is a trade worth considering. And we scroll that down, and we're on the 30-minute now. Let's make that hourly so you can see exactly what's going on from an hourly point of view. And there you have it, all set up, ready to go. We're waiting for that short to break. What else can we see here? Let's go for something related to the Aussie CAD, the pound. That's the pound Aussie, in fact, you want to look at. So pound Aussie, have we got it in this list here conveniently? No, it's not a high, it's not a tight spread, obviously. Okay, so let's look at something Aussie that is a tight spread. Well, since it's in the top of the list up here, the euro Aussie is a tight spread and the Aussie dollar is a tight spread. The euro Aussie, let's have a look at that. So we just drop that onto there. There's the euro Aussie, and we're on the 1 hour and we're all set to go. We're now waiting then for this to have another long trade alert. We've got a double top which is going to give us some cause for concern, so that might be reverting to the mean, but from the point of view of trend and trend strength, it's very clear that that is what we should be doing, going long on the euro Aussie. Now just scroll this down a bit more so you can see. So let's have a look across here on the multi-time frame meter. Does that support what we're thinking? We've only been looking at the 60-minute over here, but over here does it support it? And the answer is yes, it does. Weekly, daily, hourly, H4 rather, hourly, 30-minute, M15, they are all bull across that level. We're going bear here, that's the pullback we're seeing here. Same true for BBBR. It has a current spread of 15 pips. That's because the market shut over the weekend. That would change when the market opens up and reduce to whatever it more reasonable. If we wanted to see how it relates, what this multi-time frame meter is there, we want to look at the Forex Strength meter over here and change it to look at a different time frame. We simply pick up the indicators, we go to the FX Strength and open that up, and we change its time frame. Now I know some of you are trading tighter time frames and some of you are trading longer time frames. So let's say we're trading daily. We'll have a look at the daily, change that, come across here, and you can see now that the time has gone to 1440, which is daily. And again it tells us that the Aussie is weak on a daily point of view and the dollar is strong. And from a daily point of view, the euro over all of these is fairly middling. Okay? But we're quite confident in terms of these values about taking a trade long if we get a chance. But because it's over all of the currencies a middle kind of strength, it's saying it's not particularly strong one way or the other at the moment, whereas the dollar is. So your favorite trade from a higher time frame point of view might be the Aussie dollar. and here we have a 13.4 on the Aussie dollar. But look, the Aussie euro is really powerful, and that's the minus 17.5 there, which you can see here on the daily column on the BBBR, the 17.5. Now, I hope I've not covered it all too fast for you. This is the combination of these things is a really powerful tool for you to get a kind of value-based understanding of what's going on in terms of the strengths in the market and the relative strength in the market, and trading based on the relative strengths is going to put you so much more in a position of higher probability. So give me a call, email me, contact me somehow. Through that we can even set up a Skype call or whatever you want to discuss in more detail how these things work. Okay, this is John Cato, 30 Minute Trading, wishing you well.